Welcome back, professors. We are now looking at the Lessons and Discussions tab. Two helpful features in Populi that I think will enhance your facilitation of the class and your engagement with the students. And right here we're on the Lessons tab, and I've already added the lessons for class today. I added them yesterday, I believe, and they are now available today. They were available right at midnight, and so students were able to access them before class today, which is what I want. I want them to be able to access these lectures before class. And what I did was I simply added a lesson. So let's just add lecture number 5 right here. I'm going to make it available on the date and time that I want it. And lecture number 5 is going to be next week. It's going to be on the Monday of next week. So that's when it will be available. And what do I do to add material to these lessons? Well, it's very easy. You click on the lesson, you go to design, and it says add a section, heading, content, discussion, file, or link. I'm going to add a file. There's the syllabus. That is our first lecture. It's the syllabus lecture. And it takes about 45 minutes, so we want to make sure the students are clear on everything they need to do. You can add other things too as you become more familiar with Populi, more comfortable with it. Perhaps you want to add a discussion under a particular lecture. Go ahead and do that. Or manually add your content. You click there and you manually, rather than uploading a document, you manually add your content. And then you go back to view, and there it is. They can download this PDF and put it on their computer. And then here's our first theology lecture. It's on doing theology, more of a prolegomena or methodology lecture, and we're going to talk about how to do theology. All I did here was I added a file. There it is, and I make these Word documents rather than PDFs so students can download them, as you see here, and they can use their computer to take notes within the document itself. So that's how you add a lesson. Pretty simple, straightforward. I encourage you to jump in, use it, test things out, experiment. You can't really mess anything up. So I think it's rather intuitive. This system is rather intuitive, so I think you'll be able to figure it out without getting lost. Again, you can always email me with any questions. The discussions tab is just as easy. We see here we have 2 discussions already started by one of our students. In this case here, today's lecture, I talked about my view that Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28 are referring to Satan's fall from heaven and when he sinned against God. And an alternate view is that these passages are not. They're referring to their immediate historical context and nothing more. And so Richard asked if he could post that alternate view so we could read it and evaluate it. I said absolutely, and he was easily able to do that, and so you can click here to read it. Also, he asked, hey, can I post a Schreiner article that we're supposed to read that's in the syllabus? I said absolutely. That way students can just go here, get the article, and they don't have to look around. It's easy for you to add a course discussion. You just click here, and let's say I want a discussion that's tied to the second lecture on doing theology. And my question is, why is it essential for pastors to study theology? That's the question I want them to discuss. I'm going to make it available, say, tomorrow at 8 a.m. Comments are not closed. We don't want them closed because we want them to discuss these things. You can set a limit on the max number of comments and replies if that's what you'd like to do. I would just leave it open and ended so that students can continue to interact and engage on this topic, and then you save it, and here it is. The discussion is ready for the students. They can start contributing to the discussion. You can contribute to the discussion whenever you want. You can even add files to the discussion. And let's say you just posted it and you're like, I don't know, maybe I want to do this one later. Well, that's fine. You just click over here on actions, delete the discussion, and there it's gone. Once you click back to the discussions, you don't see it anymore. Although you can click here on show deleted discussions and you can find it again. But the students won't see the deleted discussions. Just you will be able to once you click here. And that's how you use the Lessons and Discussions tab on Populi.